The Winterhalter. Considered by many to be the mightiest ship ever to hit the waters of Europa, the Winterhalter is the definitive deep diver vessel in the eyes of the Coalition Navy, and perhaps one of the few vessels ever produced worthy of the title of battleship. The Winterhalter was the final ship ever to be produced by the once titanic Arcsteel Industrial Yards of New Iapetus. Following the Coalition's official discovery of Abyss-class lifeforms, the call was sent out to their greatest manufacturers for vessels that could go head-to-head with such monsters. Arcsteel answered with the development of the Winterhalter, a true battleship for the Europan Coalition, with plans to produce dozens of the vessels, for the express purpose of protecting colonization efforts beyond the Europan Ridge. However, later that year, just before the first members of the Winterhalter fleet began to end training and prepare for official assignments, New Iapetus itself would be besieged in one of the first recorded incidents of an Abyss predatory emergence event. While it's unknown precisely what sparked it, New Iapetus Station reported several large sonar contacts at approximately 2200 hours, and requested immediate reinforcement from the Coalition. Vestigial recordings indicate that New Iapetus Station initially believed they were under attack by a separatist fleet. But this quickly changed when the station reported just minutes later that they were under assault from unknown Abyss-class predators, and that they were fielding all available Winterhalters to assist in the defense. Speculation still runs wild as to what exactly assaulted New Iapetus on that fateful day, as most Abyss-born Leviathans are solitary hunters who will devour each other as often as they attack submersibles, rather than work in groups. While the minute-by-minute events of this incident deserve their own dedicated record, by the time the relief contingent of orcas and humpbacks arrived, New Iapetus Station had been reduced to a twisted maze of wrecked modules and broken vessels. Of a station with a standing population of roughly 2,000 souls, less than 500 were successfully rescued. The survival rate among the fleet of Winterhalters was even worse. While the official record isn't publicly available, estimates state that less than 20 of the original production line vessels survived the attack. In the years since the destruction of New Iapetus Station, the Winterhalter has taken on an almost mythic reputation. Where the humpback is revered as something of a folk hero, the Winterhalter is a venerable hero of legend, who seeks out the titans of Europa's abyss, wherever they might hide, and can send them right back to whatever watery ales spawned them. Tragically, their short production run, the near total obliteration of the existing fleet, and the utter collapse of New Iapetus in the following years means that Winterhalters are a rare sight. Almost all the vessels that do still exist have been seized by the Coalition for their status, as much as their strategic value. As a result of their prized nature, few Winterhalters can be acquired, and even fewer still with their full complement of equipment, but I've strived to hit something of an ideal average here within the following technical specs. One quick note before I dive into the exact specifications: many of the remaining Winterhalters are outfitted with a keel-mounted research module provided by the Coalition. While these additions are no doubt detrimental to the vessel's hydrodynamics, the vital insight they can provide in the Winterhalter's Abyss operations cannot be overstated. Clocking in at just shy of 50 meters in length, with a minimum crew complement of 8, the Winterhalter is the third largest mainline production vessel, and is only outweighed by dedicated bulk freighters like the R-29 or Beryllium. The Winterhalter possesses a cargo capacity of 8 standard containers, and comes with a robust suite of equipment. The main hull includes an atom scrambler fabricator and a trash smasher brand deconstructor, while the keel-mounted research module contains a gene spinner medical fabricator and a full laboratory suite for on-site research and experimentation. For propulsion, the Winterhalter utilizes a twin-engine design. There is a 32-cylinder Triumphanator engine paired to a top-of-the-line Coulomb model electromagnetic propulsion system. These two engines grant the vessel a top cruising speed of just over 20 km per hour, while its sizable frontal ballast provides a descent velocity of 13 km per hour. The Winterhalter's power generation is provided by the prized Terran Supernova brand reactor, pulled from Coalition storage explicitly for the production of the Winterhalter. This reactor provides an awe-inspiring 10,000 kilowatts at full tilt, and contains some of the last reactor control computers left on Europa. These little devices can automatically seize control of fuel rods during overheat, and can delay a meltdown by almost 2 entire minutes. The massive power output can be too much for the ship's electrical wiring, however, and upgrades to the junction boxes for voltage limits are highly recommended, if you can manage to get your hands on one of these venerable warships. In the department of weapons, Winterhalters are sadly almost never found with their full complement of arms, but most come with at least one 16,000 kilowatt Ampere model railgun, typically mounted at the forward sail, and a Volt model coil gun mounted opposite of it on the rear keel. 2 additional hardpoints are located at the rear sail and forward keel respectively, while the mounted research module is equipped with a custom Arret electronic intruder deterrent system for its own defense. Priced as much for its name alone as it is for its efficacy, the Winterhalter is the most expensive mainline ship available from the Coalition, commanding a hefty 23,000 marks for a reproduction version, while pristine original models can easily go for 30,000 marks or more. While rare and almost impossible to obtain, the mark the Winterhalter has left on all Europans is undeniable. Despite their disastrous maiden voyage, the long years of stalwart defense and raw firepower these vessels provide have been inspiration to many, and all of them serve as bloody steel proof that even Europa's worst can be felled.